So I think we can slowly begin our class. We have actually covered a lot of things, I don't know how much you can remember and you can follow until now, because there are, many declensions of nouns and conjugations of verbs that you need to keep in mind now, you know. And also on every lesson you have a number of new words, right? So um, probably it is going to be a little bit difficult because now, especially in these few lessons, today's lesson and the lesson that we have gone through last week, there are few declensions that are introduced together, because when talking about declension of a particular nouns ending in a particular letter, particular vowel, for example, e, short e, and long e. So nouns belonging to masculine gender, neuter gender, and feminine gender, all of them are introduced together. Okay. In the case of nouns ending in short e and long e, there are some interesting features that probably you have noticed. I made a chart of most of the declensions. Let me show it to you. So when we have been studying the declension of nouns ending in short a especially, and then subsequently long a, these three basically, the declension of nara, phala, and kanya. We took a lot of time to be familiar with the declension of nara, and then once you become familiar with nara, it is not very difficult to remember the declension of phala. This is neuter gender noun. And then the declension of kanya, this is a noun with long a. This is a feminine gender noun, because you do not have feminine gender noun ending in short a, only in long a. This is completely different from the previous two, right? So if you put all three together, then you can see the similarities and differences, And then when we come to study the declension of nouns ending in short e and long e, you see that between neuter gender noun and masculine gender noun, there is a lot of similarities. Nouns, with the nouns ending in short e. And then when you look at feminine gender nouns ending in short e and long e together, you see that there is also some similarities between these two declensions. Okay, even though one ends in short e, one ends in long e. So this is an example of a noun ending in short e, bhumi, and this is how it is declined: bhumi, bhumi, bhumiyo, bhuming, bhumi, bhumiyo, bhumiya, bhumi, vibhumihi, bhumiya, bhumihi, bhumiya, bhuminang, bhumiya, bhumisu. Okay, and then when you look at the feminine gender nouns ending in long e, you see that primarily the only difference that you can find is this nominative case, singular number, form, nari, 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 should be nari, I think. Yeah, should be Nari. Nari, because that is the word that is, representing feminine gender nouns ending in long E. And then in the other forms, you see mostly similar to the feminine gender noun ending in short E. Nari, Nariyo. Naring, Nari, Nariyo. Nariya, Narivi, Narihi. Nariya, Narivi, Narihi. Nariya, Narinam. Nariya, Narisu. Okay, so this way, if you make the charts, focusing on the similarities and differences of different declensions, then it is easier to check, easier to keep in mind. Okay. And this is about the masculine and intergender nouns ending in long. Okay, so with this, what you can see is that we have somehow covered learning about nouns and their declensions of the nouns uh, belonging to masculine gender, neuter gender, and feminine gender, ending in short a, long a, short e, and long e. Right? So for this, you have masculine gender and neuter gender nouns. You do not have feminine gender nouns ending in short a. And with long a, you have feminine gender nouns. Okay, so you have 3 altogether. And then for these two, short e and long e, you have altogether 6, right? Masculine, neuter, and feminine gender nouns ending in short e. Masculine, neuter, and feminine gender noun ending in long e. But here I have, categorized them differently, uh, primarily looking at the similarities of different declensions, as you can see. Okay, masculine and neuter gender nouns ending in short e, feminine gender nouns ending in short e and long e. And now here I'm going to put masculine and neuter gender nouns ending in long e. So 2 examples given in the text. One is Sami, the other is Dandi. Okay, now if you look at the text, the soft copy of the text, these 2 declensions appear on page 56 and page 57. Yeah, I can see Onkui also. Onkui seems to be very excited. You do not have a class today? Yes, so now if we put these 2 together, you'd see the similarities and differences. Of different cases. So the nominative is Sami. Sami. Samimha. Mimha. Samis. Ma. And then maybe for dative and genitive, you have samino. Sam. And saminam. Say saminam would be plural. For vocative, you have sami, samim. Samim. Samis. Ming. Samis. So vocative is same as nominative. Now, if you look at the declension of Dandi, 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 Dandi. And the rest are same. So you see that the declension of Sami and Dandi, even though they belong to masculine gender, the other is neuter gender noun, but they are declined in the same way, except in the case of nominative gender particularly, you find some differences. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is about nouns. I think today we are supposed to focus on lesson 10. Lesson 10, where we will go through some sentences, okay, from the exercise list. And then if we have sufficient time, we will move to the following lesson. So what you see on lesson 10 is the declension of Sami, that is declension of masculine gender nouns ending in long E, and also declension of neuter gender nouns ending in long E, and the declension of feminine gender noun ending in long E. Okay, so what you can do is, as I have shown to you just now, you can put the declension of Sami and the declension of Dandi together. Okay, and you can become well familiar with both these together, because there is not so much of differences, okay, between the declensions of these two nouns. Okay, so that is very clear. And then the declension of Nari is different, of course, different compared to the declension of, Sami and Dandi, but it is similar to declension of feminine gender noun ending in short E that we have studied earlier, that is Bhumi, right? Yes. Okay, let us go through these few declensions together, and then we will look at the list of words again, and then we will try to translate some of the sentences. And while translating the sentences, we will try to become familiar with the grammars of different words. Okay, so what you have to have is, you have to have this declension chart and also conjugation chart and list of words, right? Okay, let us read these two declension together. Okay, even though we have actually studied Bhumi before, you're supposed to study Nari and the following two. But since it is easier to look at this both this together, let us go through this declension of Bhumi and Nadi together. Okay. Okay. Bhumi, Bhumi, Bhumiyo. Bhuming, Bhumi, Bhumiyo. Bhumiya, Bhumibi, Bhumihi. Bhumiya, Bhumibi, Bhumihi. Bhumiya, Bhuminang. Bhumiya, Bhumiyang, Bhumisu. Bhumi, Bhumi, Bhumiyo. Okay. And then when you look at this now, Nari, Nari, Nariyo. Naring, Nari, Nariyo. Narya, Narivi, Narihi. Narya, Narivi, Narihi. Narya, Narinam. Narya, Naryam, Narisu. Nari, Nari, Nariyu. Okay. So you have studied Bhumi before. Now, just become familiar with Nari, and you see that in most cases it is not different from Bhumi, right? Okay. Now, look at this together. Sami, Sami, Samino. Dandi, Dandi, Dandini. You see the difference. Saming, Sami, Samino. Danding, Dandi, Dandini. Samina, Sami, Bi, Samihi. Dandina, Dandivi, Dandihi. Right? I did not write them here. Samina, Samimha, Samisma, Sami, Bi, Samihi. Dandina, Dandimha, Dandisma, dandivi dandihi. Samino samissa saminam, dandino dandissa dandinam. Samini samimhi samisming samisu, dandini dandimhi dandisming dandisu. And vocative is same as nominative. Sami sami samiyu, dandi dandi dandini. Okay, so in the case of nominative and accusative, it is the declension of dandi is different from the declension of sami, but the rest of the declensions are the same. Okay, so this is about nouns, and when we look at what we have studied about verb, is that first of all we became familiar with the present tense verb, right? Now here you have three examples of the present tense verb. Pachati, pachanti, pachasi, pachata, pachami, pachama. Sunati, sunanti, sunasi, sunata, sunam, sunama. Deseti, desanti, desesi, deseta, desemi, desema. Right? So that is present tense verb. And then we have studied past tense verb. And we have seen that past tense verb is a bit complex compared to present tense verb. Right? Here also again, you have three examples. Apachi, pachi, apachi, pachi, apachung, pachung, apachingsu, pachingsu. This third person singular and plural. And then second person singular is apacho, pacho, plural, apachitta, pachitta. First person singular, apaching, paching, plural, apachimha, pachimha, apachimha, pachimha. Similarly, you have asuni, suni, asuni, suni, asuningsu, suningsu, asuno, suno, asunitta, sunita, asuning, suning, asunimha, sunimha. And then you have agami, gami, agami, gami, agamung, gamung, agamingsu, gamingsu, agamo, gamu, agamitta, gamitta, agaming, gaming, agamimha, gamimha. Okay, so these three forms of verbs we have studied in the past tense. And then what you have studied recently is the future tense verb. Okay, this is the sign of the future tense verb, sati. So I have studied pachisati, pachisanti, pachisasi, pachisata, pachisami, pachisama. Right? So these three different forms of verbs we have studied. We have also become familiar with these two other, forms of verb. Indeclinable past participle, otherwise it's called gerund, and also infinitive. Do you remember the characteristics of these two different modes of verbs? Do you remember anything about indeclinable past participle and infinitive? Generally, for indeclinable past participle or gerund, the ending, the suffix is twa, right? Just like gantwa. Okay, gantwa. Pachati becomes pachitwa. Okay. Vandati becomes vanditwa. And then sunoti becomes sutwa. Okay. And How do you translate them in English? Gantva is from gachati. Gachati means somebody goes. Gantva means having gone or after going. Okay, so you would find this type of word being used in a sentence when you have more than one actions taking place. Okay, so if gantva means having gone or after going, what would be the meaning of pachitva? What would be the meaning of pachitva? Chayanon, what is the meaning of pachati? Cooks, right? Right? Pachati. Pachati means cooks, somebody cooks. Pachitva means having cooked, after cooking. Okay. Vanditva is from Vandati. Vandati means paying respect, worshipping, honoring. Vanditva, having honored. Okay. Sutva is from Sunoti. Sunoti means somebody hears. Sutva means having heard. Right? And what is the sign of infinitive? What is the characteristics of infinitive? How do you know that a certain um, verb verb is in infinitive mode? Normally, the ending of an infinitive is tum, right? Tum. So so it refers to a type of action, a type of verb that you desire to do. Okay. For example, uh, it would be pachitum, actually, not pachitum, itum. So some cases you need to, add an extra e before tum. So okay. Gachati, for example, gachati, somebody goes. Gachati becomes gantum. Gantum. Karoti. Karoti means doing. Somebody does something. Katum. Pachati becomes pachitum. Okay, to go, to do, to cook. Okay, so if you say, I wish to go, I wish to cook, I wish to do. So this way, um, so this is the suffix, this is the ending. By looking at which you can know that this is an infinitive mode of word. Okay, to do. To write uh, diacritical marks in MS Word, if you know you are using Windows system, you need to go to symbols, and for MacBook, Apple computers, I came to know that you need to use normally the font. How do you say? The English language that you choose. It appears as ABC, right? And there is another one that is ABC extended, and there is other one that is ABC India. So I think in this two, if you select either ABC India or extended, there is option of viewing the keyboard, and from there you see which key, you know um, by pressing which key you can get the long A, the diacritical marks for A, or the under dot, upper dot, or the mark for nya. Those appear there, and I think it is relatively simpler in MacBook, because you just have to remember these few diacritical marks and their keys, and every time you need a diacritical mark for long A or long O, you press the same key. In the Windows 11, I think probably you need to go to symbol. In symbol, you would find all the diacritical marks. So either you can just click those marks after opening the symbol option, or you have to create shortcut keys. So there is a process of doing it. If you can create shortcut keys, then you do not have to go to symbols every time. You just press those keys, and then you have the diacritical marks. Uh, for the Windows system, I think previously to some students, I have prepared a note for some of the students. I would have to find it out. Yes. Okay, I'll try to find it out, and then when I get that, I will send it to you. If you are using MacBook, doesn't matter where you write, you can use these diacritical marks. So that is why I feel it is much better compared to the Windows system. In Windows, I think probably you can just write on MS Word only in the Word file, not in other places. Okay, so These are the different forms of verbs that we have studied so far: present tense, past tense, future tense, and then gerund or indeclinable past participle, and infinitive. Now let's look at the text. Yes. Lesson 10. These are the declensions we have been going through. And these are the new set of words that are introduced here. I think in the last class also we have gone through this. Let us very quickly, look at these words. Apamada. So these are the words that are used in the list of sentences, in the following pages, in the exercise list. Apamada, earnestness, heedfulness. Bhagini, sister, feminine gender noun, it means sister. Brahmachari, celibate. Dhammachari, he who acts righteously. Somebody who follows the path of Dhamma is called Dhammachari. Dhana, wealth. Duggati, evil state. Have, indeed, certainly. Eva, like. Janani, mother. Mahesi, queen. Medhavi, wise man. Papa, evil. Papakari, evildoer. Punya, merit or good. Punyakari, well-doer. Setta, excellent, achieve. Sugati, good, a happy state. So you have a note here talking about the formation of feminines. It shows here that there are some words that are masculine, but if you change a little bit, it becomes a feminine gender word. Here, two examples are given. One is by adding long a, the other is by adding long e, right? But in some cases, actually, it is more than just adding long a or long e. So if you add long a, if you replace the short a with long a, with this word aja, with the last vowel, if you change the last vowel with long a, goat becomes she goat. Okay, aja, aja. Same with this word asa. Asa means horse. If you change the last vowel, if you if you change the short a into a long a, then it refers to mare. So asa becomes asa, long a. Upasaka is male devotee, and upasika is female devotee. upasaka, upasika. So here you see that not just this last vowel, last a changed to long a, but even this vowel before ka changed to e. Okay, so upasaka become upasika. Upasika refers to female devotee. So these are this. I feel that this is actually a completely different word. If you just go by the rule and try to formulate or identify words, with short a as masculine and long a as feminine, then I think it would not work well in every case. And Daraka means boy, Darika is a girl. Here again, not just the last vowel, the short vowel became long, but this a before ka also changed to e. Okay, Daraka, Darika. Deva, Devi, God and goddess. Dasa, servant. Dasi, maid servant. Nara, man. Nari, woman. So here, this is a little bit different. Raja means king, Rajini, queen. So this is one of the words meaning queen, but there are other words. For example, Rani is also queen. So by adding ni or ini to the masculine nouns, masculines ending in a, e, and u. Hatti, elephant. Hattini, she elephant. Medhavi, wise man. Medhavini, wise woman. Bhikkhu, monk. Bhikkhuni, nun. Matula becomes Matulani, uncle and aunt. Gahapati, Gahapatani, female householder and male householder. Okay, so these are some of the new words that are introduced here. Now let us look at the sentences. Did you try to translate some sentences from this exercise list? No? Then we can try to translate some of the sentences. Okay, so the first sentence is Dhammo have rakkati dhammachari. I did not write them down here, I think. Wait a moment. You may try to translate the sentences. Anyway. So you can keep your, soft copy of the book open, or if you have hard copy, you can study them together. Okay. Yeah, so this is the sentence. Dhammo have rakati dhammachari. Dhammo have rakati dhammachari. How do you translate it? Dhammo rakati dhammachari. Rakati means protects, right? The dhamma protects.
Protect. One who act right. One who act righteously. Dhamma protect one who act righteously.
Yes, yes, but what is the meaning of have? Do you see? Indeed, certainly, right?
Having
Indeed,
in this.
certainly.
Certainly.
Dhammachari means a righteous person, somebody who acts righteously. So the Dhamma protects. Let's see. Indeed, Dhamma protects someone who acts righteously. How do you write? This way? Righteously. Indeed, the Dhamma protects someone who acts righteously. That means
Righteous.
a righteous person.
Yes.
What about the second sentence? Na duggatin gacchati dhammachari. Na duggatin gacchati
Natukati gacchati.
dhammachari.
Natukati.
Gacchati dhammachari. Now, what is the subject here? The verb is very clear. Gacchati is the verb here, right? This is the verb. This is third person singular. Dhammachari is the noun, right?
Yes. Dhammachari is a noun. Gacchati, this person.
Yes. Dhammachari is a noun. So one who acts righteously, na duggatin gacchati. Dhammachari na duggatin gacchati. Does not go to duggati. How do you translate duggati? Duggati means bad destination, evil state. Evil state or bad destination. One who acts righteously does not go to evil state or bad destination. Okay, so that means one who is righteous, virtuous, a righteous person does not go to lower state of existence. What is the third sentence? Naracha naryocha punyam katva sugatisu upajisanti. Naracha naryocha punyam katva sugatisu upajisanti. This sentence, right? Naracha naryocha punyam katva sugatisu upajisanti. So in this sentence, you can see a lot of things, that you have studied so far. You can identify each different word with their grammar, grammatical particulars, and then try to translate it. You see that, this is a section here. Sugatisu upajisanti. Now, upajisanti is the final verb here, right? Upajisanti, what kind of verb is this? Is it present tense verb, past tense verb, or future tense verb?
Pachasati is future tense.
Future tense, yes. So
Yes.
this is future tense verb, main verb. Upajisanti means will arise, will be born. Will arise or will be born. Okay. Tattva. You see? Jarant.
Oh yeah, Kattva.
Tattva.
Having done.
Yes. So having done or having performed. Punyan. Merits, meritorious actions.
Merits.
So Punyan Katwa here means actually having collected merits. Okay, having done means having done punya kamma, so that one can earn merits. Sugatisu pajjisanti. Naracha mariocha. The usage of cha here. Cha means and. Men and women.
Women. Yeah. Men and women having performed marriage.
Yeah. Having performed
marriage
will be born
marriage
in Sugatisu.
In the heaven.
In the heavens. Yeah. Literally it means good state, good destinations. So that is referring to heavens, heavenly states. Having performed merits or after performing merits, will be born in good destinations or heavens. Okay. Yes. Good destinations or heavens means higher realms. Sugati. Sugati literally means good destination. Su meaning good. Gati is destination.
Good destination.
Sugata. Are you familiar with the word Sugata? Sugata means well gone. So Buddha is called Sugata. Sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisadamma sarati. Sugato. Sugata. Somebody who has gone, somebody whose destination is called well gone one, because he has gone beyond this direct existence. So that is why he is referred to as well gone one. Okay, now let's look at the next sentence. Bhagini tassa samina sadding jananing pasitung sue gamisati. Bhagini tassa samina
Bhagini
something
sister with her husband will go to visit we go to visit Bhagini tassa Bhagini tassa samina satin Bhagini Sutta.
tassa samina sadding jananing pasitung sue gamisati. So what is the main verb here? Gamisati.
Here.
Right? Gamisati is the main verb.
Future
tense verb. You have indeclinable particles. Sway.
Yesterday.
Sway means tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Bhagini. What is the meaning of Bhagini?
Bhagini means sister.
Yes.
Tassa Samina means her husband.
Yes. The sister will
Sister
go, right? Swim means tomorrow.
will go.
Tassa Samina Sadding, together with her husband. Tassa Samina Sadding, Jananing Pasitum. Now look at this ending here, tum. Infinitive mode of verb, to see. Jananing. Janani means mother, right? A sister, together with her husband, will go to see the mother tomorrow. Bhagini, Jananing Pasitum Gamisati. Bhagini, Jananing Pasitum Swe Gamisati. Tassa Samina Sadding. Right? So what you can do is we can separate different clause, then it will be easier for you to follow. Bhagini Jananing Pasitum Swe Gamisati. Gamisati is the main verb here, right? Identify this word Pasitum. This is infinitive mode of action. Jananing is the object of the verb. Will go to see the mother. Accusative case. Tassa Samina Sadding. So this is a separate clause. Together with her husband. Let's look at some other sentences. Let's look at sentence number 8. Sentence number 8. Hattinocha hattiniocha tavisocha pabatesucha vasanti. Hattinocha hattiniocha atavisocha atavisocha pabatesucha.
Forest, forest, mountain.
Yes, vasanti.
Vasanti. Vasanti.
So now here, what are the subjects, main verb, and what are the other parts?
Vasanti.
Sentence.
Yeah, Vasanti.
Subject and predicate. Vasanti is the main verb. Vasanti, this is third person plural, right? Vasanti. Vasati, Vasanti. What is the meaning of Vasanti? Live or
Live.
dwell. Yeah. Who live?
Elephant and she elephant.
Yes. Male and female elephant.
Male and female.
Okay. Male and female
Yes.
elephants, Hathini and Hathinio. Atavi socha,
Male,
Ate socha.
in the forest. Live in the forest and mountain. Live in the forest
And mountains. Tinocha, Tiniocha, Atavesocha, Pabatesocha, Vasanti. Yes. Cha means end. Okay, let us look at sentence number 11. Medhavinocha, Medhavinyocha,
Meta Medavinoja Appamadena Pamadena Tamang Ukahitwa Mutting Lapitanti. Lapitanti.
Madena Dhammam Hitva, Ugganhitva. Mutting Lavisanti. How do you translate this sentence? This sentence appears to be a bit longer.
Yeah.
Medhavinocha, Medhavinyocha.
Males and female wives.
Lavisanti, main verb. Dhammang, Appamadena Dhammang, Ugganhitva. Mutting Lavisati. So, wise men and women, right?
Why?
Wise men and wise women. Appamadena Dhamma Ugganhitva Mutting Lavisati. Lavisanti. So Lavisanti is the main verb here. Mutting is the object, direct object of Lavisanti. What is the meaning of Lavisanti? Will
Change.
gain or obtain. Mutting. What is the meaning of mutti?
Liberation.
liberation, freedom. Okay. Appamadena dhammang ugganhitva. This is the first action that they need to take up before getting liberation. Ugganhati means learning, right? Ugganhitva, studying, having studied, having learned the Dhamma,
will obtain the liberation.
Appamadena. How? Appamadena,
Peaceful.
the grammar of Appamadena is that it is instrumental singular, right? Appamadena.
Appamadena. By or which is fully.
With diligence. Diligence can be one of the meaning. Diligence. Is it correct spelling? Diligence. With diligence. What is the meaning given in the book? Heedfulness, earnestness. With heedfulness or with earnestness. Wise men and wise women will gain liberation having learned or after learning the Dhamma with earnestness. After learning the Dhamma with earnestness, wise men and women will obtain liberation. That is the meaning of the sentence. Medavino cha Medavinyo cha appamadena dhammang ugganhitva mukting labissanti. Is it difficult to understand? I think no. Even though the sentence appears to be long, but the structure of the sentence is not so complex. Now let's look at sentence number 15. Appamadancha medhavi
Tamang setangwa rakati. Appamatang apamatancha. Apamatancha betavi. Apamatancha betavi tamang setang.
Dhanang settang va rakhati. So this is the sentence. Dhanang settang va. Settang va here means settang iva. You remember the word introduced in this text, iva.
Iva. Iva. Setanja.
Appamadancha medhavi dhanang settang va rakhati. So this is the main verb here. First, let us recognize the verb, identify the verb. Protects, right? It means protects. Guards. Who is protecting what? Medhavi. Medhavi is the subject here, right? Medhavi, this is nominative.
Singular.
Medhavi, a wise person, a wise man. A wise man protects. So this much we can understand. Medhavi Rakati. What? Dhanang Settang Va. Now, when you see Iva or Va, it means like, just like. So this is a simile. Okay, this is an example or simile metaphor given here. How somebody protects something. Dhanang Settang Va. Appamadancha. Medhavi Rakati Appamadan. Appamadancha Medhavi Rakati. So appamada is the quality that a wise person protects or guards, you know.
Wise man protect.
Guards, earnestness. So this is appamada. A wise man guards or protects earnestness. Dhanang settangva. Just like dhana means, what is the meaning of dhana? Wealth, right?
Well.
And settang means supreme or best or excellent, right? Just like it's best or supreme, excellent wealth or treasure. Okay, so this is the meaning of the sentence. A wise man protects or guards earnestness, just like best of wealth, just like his best wealth, best treasure. You can probably include this word here, just like his best treasure. So if somebody has an excellent, best, supreme wealth or treasure, people would be, you know, working hard to protect it, to guard it. Okay, people would try everything to protect that excellent treasure or wealth. In the same way, a wise person guards his appamada, earnestness. That is the meaning. Okay, so that is the meaning of the sentence here. It's from Pali to English. Now, if you look at the English sentences, you can have varieties of sentences here. We can try to translate some. The first sentence says, those who act righteously will not do evil and be born in evil states. Right? Those who act righteously will not do evil, and be born in evil states. This is the sentence here. So two actions here: be born
Be
and
born.
doing evil, right? And you have a negative particle, will not do evil and will not be born in the evil states. So first of all, one has to do evil action to be born in evil states, right? So this is being born. This is the final verb here. And this part, doing evil, this one you can, put in gerund form.
To act righteously.
Pang
Righteously.
akatwa. Na papang katwa. Na jaisanti. Jaisati, jaisanti. Will not be born. Those who act righteously. So this is the noun here. Those who act unrighteously, those who do bad actions, they are called papakari. Those who act righteously, they are called dhammachari. 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 Jaisanti is third person plural. So this should be nominative plural. What is the nominative plural of dhammachari? This is masculine gender noun ending in long E, just like Sami. So dhammachari or dhammacharino. Dhammachari or dhammacharino. Na jaisanti. Papang akatwa na jaisanti in evil states. This is clearly locative case, right? Evil state. The Pali word for evil state is duggati. Duggatisu. Dhammachari.
Dhammachari.
Papang akatwa duggatisu na jaisanti. Dhammachari papang akatwa duggatisu na jaisanti. The English sentence says, those who act righteously will not do evil and be born in evil states. Another meaning would be, as they do not do evil actions, as they do not do any evil, the dhammacharis, those who act righteously, will not be born in evil states. The next sentence is relatively simpler and easier. The well-doers will obtain their deliverance.
Deliverance.
The well-doers will obtain their deliverance. Right? So this is the sentence. Well-doers. Well-doers. Yes.
Yeah.
So the subject.
The well-doer.
Punyakari. Papakari, evildoer. Punyakari, well-doer. Will obtain. This is the main verb here. Will obtain. Labhisanti.
Labhisanti.
Here, deliverance. The word for deliverance is mutti.
Tassa.
Yes, their deliverance. So this is plural. Tesang.
Oh.
Punyakari tesang mutting labhisanti. Punyakari tesang
Punyakari tesang
mutting
mutting.
labhisanti.
Labhisanti.
Right?
Yes. Punyakari no is same.
Punyakari is well-doers, those who do good. Papakari means those who do bad.
Punyakari tasna mutting labhisanti.
Yes. Okay, I think probably few more sentences you can try to do yourself later. I think it is better that we go to next lesson today before we end our class. Maybe we can spend around half an hour, and probably look at a few sentences from the following lesson as well. Or you like to translate some more sentences from English? Maybe let us try to translate a longer sentence. Sentence number 6. Boys and girls are studying.
Tarakoja tariko tarikaja.
Yeah,
Tarakoja tarikaja.
studying intelligence. Diligence to get presents from their mothers and fathers. to get presents from their mothers and fathers. Boys and girls are studying with diligence to get presents from their mothers and fathers.
Tarakaja, tarikoja. Tarikaja, tariko.
So here you see the main verb is, um, this studying. Boys and girls are studying, right? This part is the main. With diligence to get. This is infinitive. To get presents from their mothers and fathers. So this is definitely ablative case, right? Boys and girls. Darakacha, darakayocha, darikayocha.
Tarakaja, tarikayoja.
Darakacha, darikayocha. Studying. Ugganhanti. Ugganhanti. With diligence. Now the word for diligence is appamada. With diligence, this is instrumental case. Appamadena. Appamadena ugganhanti. Boys and girls are studying with diligence. To get. Get means obtain. The word for getting is labati. So here it is infinitive. So it should be labitum. Labitum. Presents. What is the word for presents?
Present.
Pannakara.
Panakara. Present. Oh, present. Panakara.
Pannakare. This is plural. Plural. Presents. From their mothers and fathers. The word for mother is Janani and father is Janaka. Right? And this is ablative plural. You see from. Right? Jananihi cha, Janakehi cha. Jananihi cha, Janakehi cha. From their mothers and fathers. So you can say Tesang.
Tesanang.
So now we can rearrange the words Darakacha, Darikayocha. Tesang. Jananicha, Janakehicha. Pannakare labitum. Appamadena. Ugganhanti. Darakacha, Darikayocha. Boys and girls. Tesang, Jananihicha, Janakehicha. From their fathers, mothers and fathers. Pannakare labitum. To get presents. Appamadena ugganhanti. Studying with diligence. Right? Yeah, I think this is how it should be translated. Okay, let us now look at the following lesson. Lesson 11. From lesson 10, if you want to translate few more sentences, you can try to translate by yourself. No, this should be a daily practice actually. So I think I don't have to repeat it again. I mean, I have been saying it many times already in the previous classes. Now let us look at this lesson here. Now you have a different uh, declension of nouns ending in u, short u and long u. So the example of a noun, masculine gender noun ending in short u is bhikkhu.
Teacher, the voice not clear. The voice not clear.
Voice is not clear?
Yes.
Why? What about others? Can you all hear my voice?
So no problem, teacher. So why? Network and no problem. My network is no problem.
No problem. You can hear me clearly?
Yes.
What about Achan now? Is there any problem? Hello? Okay, let us continue our discussion. I'm not sure what is the problem with the internet. Somebody can hear clearly, somebody cannot. Probably I will be sending the recording later on to you. Okay, let us continue. Yeah, so this is bhikkhu is a word representing masculine gender nouns ending in short u. Bhikkhu means a monk. Here, the meaning given is mendicant. Okay, and this is the declension of the word bhikkhu here. And as you can see, immediately after the declension of bhikkhu, you have a neuter gender noun ending in u, that is ayu. Ayu means age. Okay, and then in the following page, you have a declension of a feminine gender noun ending in short u, dhenu. Dhenu means cow. Okay, and also in the following pages, you have declensions of different nouns ending in long u. So it is really how do you say, interesting to see that in this lesson you have actually primarily 6 to 7 declensions that are introduced here. Okay, declension of nouns ending in short u, and also declensions of nouns ending in long u of all three genders. So therefore 6 to 7 declensions are introduced here. But what is mentioned very clearly is that you just have to be familiar with the declension of bhikkhu primarily. Why? Because it says that the declension of nouns ending, neuter gender nouns and yeah, and also neuter gender nouns ending in short u, and also declension of masculine and neuter gender nouns ending in long u are more or less the same, except a few differences. And the declension of feminine gender noun ending in short u and long u are also the same. So basically, if you put them together, you would see that just two declensions that you have to remember, right? One is the declension of bhikkhu, that is masculine gender noun ending in short u, and the declension of dhenu, that is the feminine gender noun ending in short u, right? Anyway, let's go through this declension together. Bhikkhu, bhikkhu, bhikkhavo. Bhikkhu, bhikkhu, bhikkhavo, or bhikkhave. Bhikkhung, bhikkhu, bhikkhavo. Bhikkhuna, bhikkhuvi, bhikkhuhi. Bhikkhuna, bhikkhuha, bhikkhushma, bhikkhuvi, bhikkhuhi. Bhikkhuno, bhikkhussa, bhikkhunan. Bhikkhuhi, bhikkhushmin, bhikkhusu. So this is the declension. And the neuter gender noun ayu, if you read through this, ayu, ayu, ayuni. Ayung, ayu, ayuni. And then look at this note here. It says the rest like the masculine. So starting from instrumental case until locative case, it should be declined as ayuna, ayubi, ayuhi, ayuna, ayumha, ayusma, ayubi, ayuhi, ayuno, ayussa, ayunang, ayumhi, ayusming, ayusu. Right? Yes. And the other declension that you need to get familiar with is dhenu, dhenu, dhenuyo, dhenung, dhenu, dhenuyo, dhenuya, dhenubi, dhenohi, dhenuya, dhenunang, dhenuya, dhenuyang, dhenusu. Okay, once you become familiar with this is feminine gender noun ending in short u. The one with long u would be the same except slight difference with nominative and vocative case. Vadhu, vadhu, vaduyu. Okay, and then you have a list of words, new words. Avusu, this declinable particle. It means friend or brother. Bhante, also in declinable particle. Lord, Reverend Sir. Chakku, meaning eye. Daru, wood or fire wood. Deepa, light or lamp. Katanyu, a grateful person. Kira, milk. Kanjara, elephant. Machu, death. Madhu, honey. Paiha, question. Sadhukang, well. Sena, army. Tina, grass. Yagu, rice gruel. Yava, till. This is an indeclinable particle. Tava, also indeclinable particle, meaning until. Also, if you look at this note here, look at this star, and the note says correlatives as long as, so long. So if they are used together, it means as long as or so long. And then you have two other mode of verb. Probably we can look at them later on, otherwise it would be too much. So let's see. If you have time, look at this. Otherwise, I think for this semester, maybe until lesson 10 is actually sufficient. We can, revise in the following one or two lessons, two lectures. We can revise what we have studied, because after that, you are going to have final examination, right? Next month. Yes. Any questions so far? How many classes are remaining? I think 2 classes, right? 2 classes. So we do not have, enough time to discuss new lessons. So I suggest that you go through the previous lessons, and if you find any difficulties, you can bring up in the next lecture. We can discuss them together. Okay. And we'll be revising in a way, the lessons that we have covered so far. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Okay, we had a midterm test, and then final examination will consist of just 40% mark, 40% of the total mark. It should not be a problem. Yes, so okay, so I think it is better that we revise what we have discussed in all these lessons. Okay, then that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and see you next week. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you,
Bye.
teacher. Thank you.
Okay,